Right then, so make a start.
Yeah, sound.
So we'll just start talking about whatever comes to mind.
Yeah.
Start with how's your training going?
All right, mate. Yeah. I've had quite a few weeks off because I was ill, like we spoke about a few weeks ago. To be honest, mate, I was pretty ill since November. I caught it was like early stage pneumonia. So it was like, I was really poorly towards Christmas on antibiotics and that. And then just after Christmas, I was recovered, but I still wasn't 100%. And then I had a fight in February, and I woke up on fight day, and it was like it started all over again, mate.
Is that the French guy?
The French lad in Anglesey, yeah. So like, I woke up in the morning on that day, and it was like the start of my illness started up from scratch again. It was fucking terrible, to be honest. Like, but so like training wise, I've just sort of got back into it. I've been doing some strength work over the last 2 weeks, and then I've had a week and a half, 2 weeks away from that because I've moved house. So I'm just getting back in the swing of things now.
That friend, he called you out, that French guy, didn't he? Is that the one? Did he call you out on it?
So what happened was I got matched on it. I got matched on it on late notice in February, and they were just looking for a heavyweight, and I think it was 3 weeks before. So I was like, yeah, I've been looking for my first MMA fight after coming away from the bare knuckle. So I was like, definitely up for it. But I beat him. So I'll go through the process of fight week because it was terrible. So I was cutting weight, which I've done before, mate. I've done plenty of weight cuts and it was going smoothly, and I only had about, I think, 4 kilograms to do. So I don't know.
What have you got to weigh in at?
120
kilo,
yeah.
So I weigh 144. I am at the moment.
Oh, yeah, you're bigger than me. Yeah. So I walk around about, I think before Christmas I was 134 kilo, but I usually walk around at about 128, 129. Yeah. So fight week, I got it down. I could have got it down a lot easier if I dieted properly, but I had to do the saunas and the baths. Yeah. So
ice baths? No,
the hot baths.
Oh, right.
So basically, you fill the bath up with hot water. You get in for 20 minutes. 40 minutes if you can bear it. Dry yourself off, and then you put loads of clothes on, wrap yourself in towels and duvets. And
I've seen that. Yeah.
So I had to do.
Is it tough for heavyweights that? Because you see a lot of the lightweights and middleweights who struggle with it.
Not really, because we've got a lot more water in our bodies, mate. Yeah. So you can cut safely 10% of your body weight in water. So really, if I'm 130 kilo, I could cut 13 kilo in water.
Could you really? Yeah.
It's not ideal. Like, you want to be cutting. I think a heavyweight should be cutting anyway.
Shouldn't really need to, should you?
No. I think what I want to do is get down below the 120, walk around at about 118, 119. I think I'd be happy, because I don't really agree with weight cutting unless it's absolutely needed and done safely. You
see a lot of the UFC lads like Darren Till. He struggled a lot with weight cuts, and what's his name, Hamzat. He struggled against.
It's harder at the lighter weights, obviously, because you're trying to get an advantage because you're sort of fighting at a lighter weight, because then when you refuel and reload, you come in a lot heavier the day after. I've seen guys putting like 7, 8, 9, 10 kilo the day after weighing in.
Kilo?
Yeah, it's mad.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, at least. I think I've seen a guy come in. He was fighting at 86 kilo, and he was at least 95 the next day. Yeah, it's crazy, mate. Yeah, but with mine, I only had 4 kilo to do. So I was doing it nice and steadily. Went to bed, woke up. There was about 3.5, I think, 3.5. But I think I messed my water load up. So you have to load your body with water throughout the week and then cut it down. I had the first bath and I went like completely delirious when I got out of the bath. I collapsed.
Dehydration?
Yeah, dehydration, mate. So, yeah, I got the weight down and then went all the way to Anglesey. I had the face-off with a guy. Woke up the next day for fight day, and like I said, that flu or that virus or whatever it was, the chest infection, it all come back in one.
Do you reckon that's because of the weight cut and the dehydration, that your immune system was just probably
crossed, mate? Yeah. I think the pneumonia proper fucked my immune system up for a bit. But I got really ill. I was sat on the sofa. I had to leave at 4 o'clock to get to Anglesey for 6. and I was sat on the sofa shaking, and I was saying to my missus, she was like, are you gonna pull? And I was like, I can't pull. Like, he's come from France, this lad. Like, I'm not pulling, but I should have. Like, for my health, I should have. Got to the venue because it was main event, so I didn't have to get there dead early. Got to the venue. When I started warming up, mate, I could only hit the pads for 20 seconds at a time because I was fucked. So I couldn't even warm up in the back properly. And I was just saying to the lads that were cornering me, I have to get this guy done in the first round because I haven't got 3 rounds in me. Like 3 5-minute rounds, I haven't got it in me.
So it's 5-minute rounds as well?
Pro MMA, yeah, so it's 5 minutes. When I was doing the bare knuckle, I was 2-minute rounds. So it's a jump back up. But I ended up subbing him in the first round, but there was
Where did you get him? Rear naked? Was it rear naked choke?
Head and arm triangle.
That was it.
Yeah. So I backed him up against the cage with some strikes, and I body locked him, and I should have been able to just take his legs down and ease him to the floor. But as soon as I body locked him, I was like, oh no,
I've got nothing left.
I've got fuck all. I can't pick him up. And I was like, this isn't good. And then something happened. We had a bit of a, I think we come back out into the middle of the cage, and he ended up tripping me. He ended up taking my back on the floor, and he wrapped the choke, and it was on. And he was on my back. He landed a couple of strikes first. He cut me side of my head open, and then he wrapped the choke. And I was like, "This can't happen." I was like, "This can't happen. This isn't how this is supposed to go." But I managed to get back on top of him and choked him. But when I locked that choke in, mate, I was like, "Fucking hell, please tap." I can't come out for another round here. Please stop. And he tapped, and I was like, so relieved, mate. Yeah. But yeah, he's called me out basically for a rematch.
I've seen that. Yeah.
So that's happening end of June.
So it's good though, it shows your resilience there. If you're fighting at 30-40%, you can still get the job done.
That's it, mate. So next time I'll be at 100%. I'll stop him in the first round.
Yeah, definitely. So again, we both know why we've initially come on here. You know, we spoke just off camera and seen somebody that looks like you and does what you do, but yet you're a big advocate for mental health.
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously, just tell us a bit more about the job that you're doing.
So, yeah, it's like completely opposite to the fighting.
Polar opposite, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like you couldn't get more opposite. So I've worked in mental health, care work, support work for around 5 years now, I think.
Enjoy it?
Love it.
Yeah.
At the moment, I'm working with complex care for kids.
Right.
So I work for a company called Bluestones Medical. Now they've actually sponsored me as well, which is cool. Amazing. Yeah, they're backing me quite a bit, which is really nice. That I get to represent them, and they're representing me as well. So basically, what the company do, they cater for sort of kids, I think, in the age bracket between 12 and 17, who we try and get on the right path. These kids have had really terrible upbringings, so they've either been passed around loads of different care homes, they're struggling with mental health, ADHD, autism, they've suffered abuse, whether it's physical, mental, sexual. There's a lot going on with these kids, and we're basically there to sort of give them a new path in life, to make sure they don't end up going down a bad route, prison, drugs, or worse. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously the kids that have been through stuff like that, you hear about all the time, taking their own lives and stuff. So we're there to sort of be that guidance for them. And it's a tough job, mate, but I absolutely love it. And the company that I work for, their sort of principles and what they stand for just fits with me perfectly. They're there to absolutely make sure these kids have the best lives possible.
Yeah, it's interesting because I had some things happen to me when I was younger, abuse, certain types of abuse.
Yeah.
And I read something the other week that when you experience some form of trauma, until you accept that trauma and understand it and break through it, you never grow up. So say it happens at 12 years old, you stay a 12-year-old until you come out of it. And I think I spent a lot of my 20s confused, not the person that I should be, growing up with 2 children in a relationship and stuff like that. And I think up until 2 years ago, I didn't truly understand myself and truly understand I've always been a good father, always been a good dad.
Yeah.
But I didn't truly understand what the meaning of life was. Do you know, still don't now, but I'm sort of on the right track.
Yeah.
But until I heard those words that you don't grow up, I think I've always stayed a 12-year-old in my mind. Do you know what I mean? I had something bad happen to me when I was 12.
Oh, right, so that you've sort of you grasp onto it.
Yeah, and I just don't think I ever really got past it. And even when I was a young teenager of 15, 16, 17, I think you've heard the term hide behind the tears of a clown.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
So I think that's what I did for a lot of my life. Is I was always the joker. I was always a funny, like, Lee's funny, and you know he does this and he acts stupid and
like a mask.
Yeah. And I done it to fit in. Whereas isolation's always been a big part of my life. I could lock myself away for a week.
Yeah, I get that.
Not bothered. Yeah. Not bothered. And I think that's what I'd done a lot of the time. But when I'd go out, there'd be a facade. There'd be a, you know, even in day-to-day life, like marriage, and I suppose the only time I was honest or pure with myself is when I was around my children. But apart from that, mate, I was always somebody else, somebody different.
Yeah.
And I think, so where I'm getting to is the job that you do, you're dealing with them children who, one, they can either do what I did, lock it away for 20 years.
Yeah.
Or my brother was the same. My brother was a very spontaneous kid. He struggled with ADHD and he had a speech impediment.
My little brother's cleft palate, so he had that when he's growing up, and I've actually myself just been the doctors to get diagnosed with ADHD and autism. So
it's mad because I've said on another podcast, my brother, when he was 7, 8, 9, he thought, I didn't understand the word, he'd like mumble his words. And he smashed his classroom up one day. So I was the only one who couldn't understand what he was saying. Yeah. And I went into the class and they were like, he's fucking naughty and he's terrorising everyone. I said, what's the matter, Scott? And he said, I need a toilet. That's it.
Right.
But they couldn't understand what he was saying, so he smashed the room up.
That's mad.
It's crazy, isn't it?
But no, I get it though as well. Like, because I moved up from Scotland to North Wales when I was 14. Yeah. And the way I spoke was completely different to everyone. Yeah. No one could understand me. I was like, to put it into perspective, when I lived in Scotland, it was in the Outer Hebrides. Right. So in my primary school, I had 3 other kids in my year. And then when I moved to high school, there was 20 in my whole year. So the difference, I moved down to come to Richard Gwyn in Flint. Yeah. And I had 40 in my class, in my form. Yeah. But again, it was like, no one could quite understand the stuff I was saying and stuff. So, I started drinking when I was 14 or 15. Did you? Yeah, I started drinking when I was 14 or 15. Not like every day, but like I was out drinking. I could get served because I'm a big guy. I was going into shops and buying booze for my mates and stuff. But I've come to sort of realise over, well, probably only the last 12 months, mate. It's like it was a mask for me to like, because my head's you'll understand. Like my head's haywire, like constantly haywire. Like I can't like switch off from things. I get like really obsessed with things. Like I've got obsessive behaviour, and like. I do my missus' head in because I'll wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I'll be boom having a full-blown conversation with her, and she's like, what are you doing? Get to fucking sleep. Like, go to sleep, what you doing? Like I woke up this morning, I couldn't find my keys. I'm going to the gym at 5 o'clock this morning and I'm like, where's my keys? My head goes, like, not in a bad way, I'm not nasty or anything. I just stress and I panic and, like I can't control it, and then I go off on tangents like I've done a little bit now and just start talking. But then there's a complete opposite to me. So, like when I'm in a new environment or a gym, like I get pure anxiety. So I do. Yeah. Social anxiety, I get massively. It's terrible, mate. Like especially with you being a big lad, I struggle around people. Yeah. Not if there was 2 or 3 people there now, I'm fine. You put me in a room where there's 50 people, and because I'm tall, yeah, you think everyone's looking at you. 1,000,000%. No, when I say that to people, no, they're not. They're really not. They couldn't give a fuck. No, they don't care. I went to the zoo with my friend a couple of years ago, and he said, "What's the matter with you?" Because I do this when I'm nervous. Yeah, rub my chest. It's stimming. I've come to know the words. Yeah, and he said, "What's the matter with you?" I said, "I just don't like it because it was like a Saturday afternoon. It was fucking packed." Yeah. He said, "Why?" I said, "Everyone's looking at me." And he said to me about 2 days later, he said, "You walked off with your kids." And he said, I thought, what the fuck's he on about? Everyone's looking at him. He said, but then you look at him, and he's like in around normal people. He's like 6'6", stood next to like an old lady and an old man. You think, well, I sort of understand why. Yeah. But they're not. No, they don't. It's just weird. But like, I've had situations like, so I'm out of routine at the moment. Routine's a big thing for me.
Yeah.
Like, it can be the smallest thing. Like, if I haven't bought my eggs the day before for my breakfast the next day, my head goes. I panic. I get all flustered because I haven't woke up and I haven't got my 5 eggs in the morning. Yeah. I have to go to the shop then and get them. And it changes what I do during the day.
Yeah.
There's been situations where I'm going to like train. So I've talked myself out of going to MMA training a few times because of the anxiety of going. And the lads are fucking great with me. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I worry like, am I accepted there? Am I one of them? Do they like me? Do I say the right things when I'm there? And like, I'm going back to do jiu-jitsu in the morning tomorrow. I've been for 9 weeks. I'm shitting it. But I shouldn't be, because they're all great with me when I'm there.
Yeah, they'll be welcoming, but yeah.
But it's like a change. It's almost like, because I've had 9 weeks of a certain way of routine, and I'm going back to a different routine now, and it just throws me off, mate. So, yeah, so I've gone off on a tangent here with this. Yeah, we were talking about the kids and then got into this. So, yeah, like with me.
What's your favourite part of your job?
My favourite part of my job is helping them. Like, I thrive off it. I want them to do well. And I think I can give these kids an awful lot, translating my skills from combat sports to their lives.
I think that's massive, I do, you know.
It is. And I'm trying my hardest to get a boxing session on for them once a month.
Where is it? Where is the place you work?
So at the moment, I'm in a house in Broughton. So basically, these kids are given their own houses.
All right.
So they'll be put in a house, and then they have staff with them 24/7.
Yeah.
So we'll have, like, in one of the houses I work in, we've got 2 day staff during the day.
Yeah.
And then we have someone doing a waking night, so they're up all night, and someone doing a sleep.
Yeah. So it's like the care for the elderly that they do around here. Yeah. There's always somebody with them.
There's always someone with them. Like, so what I want to do with these kids, I've spoke to the company about as well, is introduce combat sports and fitness and gym work with them. And I think
there's nothing better for kids like that, mate.
To give them the direction, mate, and discipline, and like camaraderie, being in an environment with other people, because I know what it does for me. Like, and what, like, if I didn't have the MMA or the jiu-jitsu or the boxing or anything like that, mate, I'd fall to bits. I'd drink.
Yeah.
And that worries me, because I always think I'm going to have to train till I'm dead, which I'm quite happy to do. Like, but
at least you know that, though. Do you know what I mean?
But I didn't know that until a couple of years, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and then I was like, right, this is a problem. If I haven't got like a focus to keep me away from that, I'm going to end up doing that, and so it's like it keeps me on the straight and narrow.
I think we've all got that though deep down, but I think
we have, mate.
We're always looking so when you're struggling, when we're sat there and drinking or drug abuse or whatever it is, you sit there going, what's wrong with me? That's the question everybody asks themselves, what's wrong with me? We know what's wrong with us.
Yeah.
If you could sit at the end of your bed and write down at the end of the night 10 things that you know are wrong in your life, you could write drug abuse, being around people that I shouldn't be around, spend too much time in bed, spend too much time on my phone.
Yeah.
You know what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time we're not willing to go, right, I'm going to do something about it.
Yeah, absolutely, mate.
Well, 2 years, I blamed my state of mind, my physical abilities, where I was massively overweight, drinking.
Yeah.
It's not my fault, and this happened to me, and, you know, bollocks.
It's like victim mentality, isn't it?
Yeah. When I'm not victim.
The world's against me. Yeah. I've had it, mate. Like, I know exactly what you mean.
But with that there, I was listening to Tom Blackledge the other day.
He's brilliant.
He's coming on the podcast.
Is he?
Yeah.
What a guy.
Yeah,
time for him.
I didn't really know a great deal about him, and then I spoke to him on TikTok the other week, and he said, yeah, come to me, Jim, in Wigan, and we'll do it, like, no problem.
He's amazing, mate, and his beliefs and stuff.
Mate, because I'm into my stoicism.
So am I.
Yeah, I like me Marcus Aurelius and all that stuff, and he's just wrote his own book.
I've read it.
Tom's?
I've read it, yeah.
Fear by Design.
Yeah, I've got a copy, mate. You can borrow it if you want.
Brilliant, yeah. So what I've said to him is I'm going to read it before I go and speak to him.
I'll sort that out for you, mate. Yeah,
perfect, yeah. I'll drop you off after this.
Yeah, sound.
And so basically I just listen to everything that he says now on social media. And he was saying that, you know, a lot of people don't understand why somebody of his calibre will do training with kids, and usually it's the
high level.
Yeah, usually it's the apprentice that trains the kids, and then the master trains the adult sort of thing. And he said the same, what I'm about to say. He said, you know, kids need to be around camaraderie, kids need to be around other groups of children.
Yeah.
Because what you find at the moment with kids, especially teenagers, they isolate themselves simply because they're playing games all day.
Yeah.
My son does it. He's a good kid, he goes to the gym, but he spends 10 hours playing on the PlayStation.
Phones, PlayStation, yeah. It's social media runs the world now.
And don't get me wrong, they're going to be a lot cleverer than what we were. A lot cleverer. He's building PCs and all sorts, my son.
Class, yeah.
But the social concept will be massively different, I think.
I worry about it quite a bit.
I do.
I always think, like, what's the world going to be like in 20 years?
It terrifies me for my kids.
It's like, because no one... When I was growing up, mate, there was none of this.
Nothing. Well, like, I say pretty much the same age.
That's what I mean, yeah.
I think our generation was the last generation of, I want to say the word normality, even though we weren't normal. But
we weren't normal.
Playing manhunt in the woods and you know, staying out all day and all night and stuff like that.
Compared to now, it is normal. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I think the way things are now, I think, I worry about what's going to happen next.
It's dangerous. You listen, some of the things you see on social media, and I was watching some lad, Gavinio, seen him, the rat, he just brought a rap song out.
No.
He's like he's like 50 on TikTok.
Yeah.
You know how we do on the point two and all this, and you think, but people are like, he's 50 odd years old, and like,
they love him.
Massive, like he's blowing up all over social media, and you think, which is fine, I've got nothing against the fella.
Yeah, he's making his money and that.
But you look at how, you know, the social structure. That's not what you should be. The kids should be looking at a Tom Blackledge and listening to people like that and going, they're the people that we need to understand and follow in their footsteps, not some fella sitting in a Land Rover rapping at 50 years old.
Well, Tom said something on a podcast that it was something that really stuck with me, and he says it to his fighters and stuff. Now, I used to get like terrible. Everyone gets scared when they're fighting.
Yeah.
Like every fighter gets scared. If they don't say that, then they shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
But I had an issue with it. Like, it was almost like, you've heard of fight or flight.
Yeah.
I was in flight mode, like before I'd even get into the arena or the building, and it was like I didn't want to be in there. But I wasn't scared of getting hit or hurt or anything like that. I was scared of letting people down. I was scared of opinions of other people and what they'd say about me. And again, it's just nonsense, like, now, the way when I think back about it. But he said, like, something on a podcast along the lines of, you win the fight, you win the fight. You lose the fight, you lose the fight. Nobody cares. Like, nobody cares. On the grand scheme of things,
they don't. Yeah, it's
who
right.
gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Like, you'll get congratulated if you win. You might get slated a bit or unloved or not spoken to or not spoken about if you lose. But who cares? Like, I used to, like, one of the big things with me as well, and I think this is a little bit to do with the mental health as well, I used to care so much about what other people thought.
Again, that's why I say the mask.
Yeah. I was terrible for it. Like, I used to dread what people would say or think about me. I was always trying to please everyone. And do you know what now, Lee? I couldn't give two shits.
Yeah, same.
I don't care. Like,
same.
I just do what I like doing.
Same.
As long as I'm enjoying myself, as long as me and my missus are doing all right, and me close friends and my family, I'm happy.
Do you know what, mate? I've got the exact same mindset at the moment. I spent a lot of time. Again, I've said it multiple times in the past. I wasn't the best person at times in my life, and made a lot of fucking mistakes. But
everyone makes mistakes, don't they?
At the end of the day, mate, I've paid tenfold for what the things that I've done wrong in life, and now I couldn't give a fuck if people think, well, I know I'm a good person. I know, I'm doing this. I know I'm good with me kids, good with me missus, good with her kids. The people, I've only, a close group of people around me now that I know that are there because they love me. Do you know what I mean?
It's mad how many people you lose, though, isn't it?
Fucking, honestly, mate.
It is, isn't it?
You go from 30, 40 lads to 5.
Yeah.
5 maybe.
Yeah, you do,
less, maybe.
And Joe, my best mates now are still probably the best mates I had when I was in school.
Yeah.
3 of them.
Yeah.
3 of them. I still like speak to these 3 lads.
Yeah.
And then there was others that I grew up with and that I've sort of probably I've distanced away for not bad reasons sometimes.
Yeah,
like people,
we go on our own journeys. We go on our own journeys.
Well, it is. You lose a lot of people as you start working on yourself.
Massively.
That's one thing.
My missus said to me, she said, "You'd never see your mates if you didn't go to the pub."
Yeah.
But I'm trying me out. I don't want to go to the pub no more. So then, do I see me friends? Probably not. I know they're still my mates, but I'm just on my own. I'm working on myself massively these last year or so. And if that means me not seeing anybody for 6 months, so be it. That's fine.
Mate, it doesn't matter.
No.
It doesn't matter.
No.
And you mentioned before, obviously, we'll come on that you're going to start jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. You
I'm
almost,
shitting myself.
You'll love it, though.
Yeah.
I get that. I still shit myself every time I'm going, mate. But you'll love it. You'll sort of become... It's a strange sport. Like, you beat each other up, but your best mates.
Yeah.
Like, these people that you'll be training with will do anything for you. You're not... Everyone doesn't get on with everyone at the end of the day.
No.
It's a big gym.
I know a lot of the lads that go there, Tomo and all that.
Oh, perfect.
I know them all.
They're top lads there as well. They're top, and it's a really high level gym.
Yeah.
So you'll be like
just getting strangled for the next 12 months.
But you'll love it.
Yeah.
Mate, there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
It's mad. You get choked and you're like, I love this.
Yeah. I suppose it's a good thing. I played football most of my life, so I've got quite a lot of old leg injuries that are starting to come up. The good thing about BJJ, I'm never going to be a fighter. Don't get me wrong, I can have a scrap the same as any other man. I'm not going to be a fighter.
Fighter in different ways, though, mate. A fighter is not just someone who gets in a ring in a cage.
Yeah.
That's my outlook on it.
Yeah.
These kids I'm working with are fighters.
Yeah.
You've gone through. You're a fighter.
Yeah. I've got that mentality. I know I have.
I think every one of us has got a fighter in us. That's my view on things. Every one of us has got that little kid that we were that's just fighting to be something or someone. And I think anyone can be or do what they want.
If I'm being honest with you, mate, and I've always thought, and this is going to sound fucking stupid, I've always thought I was destined for something a little bit more.
That's not silly, that.
And only up until 18 months ago, when I first had the idea for this, I thought people are going to take the piss, people are going to do this and do that. But the thing is, like, I know I'll be more now.
Yeah.
Like you say, that little kid fighting to be more. I will be more now.
Yeah.
More than what I was. I'll be better in 6 months' time than I am now.
Exactly.
And I've never thought that way. I've never thought of self-improvement as the way I do. All through my 20s, I was just flight mode.
Yeah.
Flight mode.
Fight or flight, yeah.
Now I feel like I'm in fight mode.
Yeah.
Do you know? So, if you put it that way.
The thing is with that as well, like, I put something up on my Instagram the other day. Like, basically, I was obsessed with, like, right, so when I started the MMA, I started late. I didn't start training until I was 26.
Didn't you know?
No, I started well late. It didn't really exist.
No, when we were 20, it wasn't really round there, was it?
So I started when I was 26. I didn't have my first fight till I was 28. So I've only been competing for 6 years, and then since my last, I had my second professional fight. I flew to South Africa to fight a title contender. Shouldn't have done it. Got stopped in the first round. I got smashed. But
big learning curve, though, isn't it?
I beat myself, mate. I'm not saying I would have won the fight by all means, but I beat myself. Like, I was a mess backstage. So where was I going with this? Oh yeah. So basically, I've lost my train of thought. It's gone. This happens with me, mate.
Yeah, it happens with everyone. Saying that you were backstage worried.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I honestly think that you can. Anyone that thinks they can do something can do something, and it doesn't necessarily mean. So I was obsessed with, like, I want to be a world champion. I want to be a world champion in MMA, but now it's more like I just want to enjoy the training. I just want to enjoy the process of it. Like, the best part of it for me is going up there with the lads and being involved with great people and good conversation.
Enjoy it?
Yeah, good.
It's not as bad as everyone thinks, is it?
I'm quite chilled with it.
Yeah, there's quite a few people get nervous and worried, and nothing to be worried about sitting there with me.
No, just a chat, innit?
So we'll start with that. What I asked you outside, that therapy with Rob. You said he's one of your sponsors as well.
Yeah, so I'm going back with him, mate. I took him on. Well, it was mad. I'd spoke to him I'd seen what he'd done on Instagram, and he's a sports mindset therapy coach. So I got in touch with him. After that fight in South Africa, I knew if I was going to do anything with the sport, I needed to change my mindset, because I was in a hell of a bad place with it. I just couldn't get out of that flight. It was freezing up in fights. I was sort of, when I was in the arena, mate, I was scared. Like I said before, everyone gets scared fighting.
Yeah.
And you need that fear. You need to feed off that fear. But I was like, it was more anxiety than fear. It was like almost terrified, but not terrified to get hit, terrified of the outcome. So
it's the social anxiety.
Yeah, it is, mate.
Are people going to take the piss if they watch me get knocked out?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I used to care so much.
Yeah.
And now I couldn't give a fuck.
So what tools did they give you to sort of change your mindset?
So basically what happened was, I sent this guy a message and said I'd be interested in having a chat with him. So we had like a taster session, and what he does, he basically strips you back to the bare bones, mate. Like, you start a conversation. I'd say it'd be great to get on here, mate, but he's based in Leeds, so it might be a bit far, unless you can do it over.
You could do a Zoom call.
Zoom one, yeah, because he'd be a really good guy to have a chat with, because he's really big on stuff like this. His name's Rob Holdsworth. So I had a chat with him, and I just told him what my issues were, and he said it's fixable completely. He's worked with loads of fighters, high level. He's got guys he works with guys in the UFC. He's got guys in the PFL, but then he works with people day to day as well. So we were going through the taster session. He told me basically we'd do a weekly Zoom call. It was almost like counselling.
Yeah.
So he would just have a chat with me, mate, and
it's a form of therapy.
Yeah. But then he would use hypnotherapy as well, which I've never done before. I basically, because I only work 2 or 3 days a week. I'm quite lucky now, because I'm quite well paid for what I do, and I love my job, so I don't have to work as much as what a normal person would doing 5 days a week, 9 till 5. I can do 2 or 3 shifts a week, and it's enough. But back then, I was really I haven't got a big budget. Even with what I'm doing now, I only work enough to pay for what I need. I don't need luxuries, mate.
Yeah.
I don't buy nice. As long as I've got enough money to pay me bills, food on the table, go out with the missus once a month, I'm fine. I don't need flashy stuff. So when it come down to paying extra stuff out, I told him straight up, he's not affordable for me, because it's quite expensive for the service that he offers.
I'd imagine so, yeah.
But it's completely worth it. And I was like torn. I was like, can I make this work somehow? And I just couldn't. I was like, I can't afford this. Like, even today, I wouldn't be able to. Like I said, because I just make it ends meet every month. I work on week, like everyone.
Time's more important than money, mate.
Of course it is, mate. Yeah, money's not important. So I told him straight up. I was like, I'm really, really sorry, mate. I really want to do this, but I can't afford it. Anyway, he messaged me back the week after, and he said, listen, mate, I see how much you need this. I'm going to sponsor you.
Wow.
And I was over the moon. I said, are you sure? And he said, yeah. He said, after the conversation we've had, and he said, I can tell that you're a good person and you're really trying, and what you do in your day-to-day life. He said, I want to help you. And he fucking changed my mind. My mindset just changed. It took 6 months maybe, I reckon, and I was a different person, mate. Like, I did a weekly Zoom call with him. He put me in hypnotherapy, a state of almost like relaxation, but I can't explain it, mate. Like, it brings you to places that you don't think your mind can go. Have you?
Yeah.
It was like I'm lying there and he's just speaking with music on, and I found
it's like a elegant, radiant sort of.
I felt like I was leaving my body.
Yeah. That's
the bit. Yeah. I felt like you said, like at one moment I was on a beach, mate, like calm. And then I was flying. It's mad. It sounds fucking mental, but and then he just changed my thought process. So I then, obviously with my fights and stuff as well, mate, like, he'd come and he'd be there in the dressing room with me.
Shows that he cares as well, though, doesn't it?
And he was sending me voice notes and like little things to listen to before I walked out. And honestly, mate, you'd
be willing to go the extra mile for in a fight, say, just for that, somebody showing up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? People show up for you, you turn up as well, don't you?
He'd give me trigger words like, let's try and remember what one of them was. I'm better. That was one. So like, be first. That was one. Sorry, no, I'm better, be first. So he told my coach, my boxing coach, Graham, to shout that, and that would trigger something in me. And it was sort of like when I heard them words, it was almost like, right, fuck what people think, just do it. And it just, it sounds simple, mate, but it just worked. And he's unbelievable at what he does.
Most of the time, mate, it's the simplicity of something like that.
Yeah.
That changes your mind so much. I do believe the simple things in life change your whole mental, outlook, or your outlook on life. The simplicity is key, I think.
And I've realised with the fighting, mate, you hear it all the time. It's more mental than physical, and it is like when you get your mind right for it, you can do more than if you haven't. And because now my mind is right, I had 3 fights with the BKFC, won 2, lost 1. The lad I lost to was really good. I've taken nothing away from him. He's going to do really well with it. But then I've come back to MMA. I've won the MMA fight. I've been lucky enough to move and do some training up with Team Aspen, all up in Wigan.
How are you finding that?
Unreal, mate.
That's got to be surreal, training with the heavyweight champion of the world, UFC.
It's mental, mate. Like the first session, there was a couple of lads up there, Ben and Jamie, that I knew, and I'd spoke to them both about going to train with them too, specifically a couple of years before that, or a year before it. They were involved in another gym. But then I dropped Ben a message and just said, if the opportunity is still there, I'd love to come and get some training in with some heavyweights like yourselves. And it's just, there's not a heavyweight team in the world like it, mate.
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of their stuff, and it sounds like they've got some serious fighters coming out of that gym now.
Well, you got Tom. Yeah. Tom's the best in the world.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, hands down, he's the best in the world.
And he'll smash John Jones everywhere if that ever happens.
If Jones fights him.
I don't think he will.
I don't think Jones wants it.
No, no way.
But Tom beats him every day.
I think so.
He does.
I think he beats him with ease as well.
But like going past Tom as well, like all the lads in there, mate. Like I don't want to start naming names because I'll end up like missing one. But they're all. I've said this numerous times. Not only are they just like a high level of athlete and fighter, they're a high level of person.
Yeah.
And that's what made me feel like so like welcomed. And
do you find that's elevated your status as well within just being a human?
Absolutely, mate. Yeah. I feel better in myself being part of that team. Like, more disregard fighting, just take away the fighting aspect of it. As a person, mate, like being around people like that and just being able to have conversations with them, and it's just made me like it's put me in a better place as a person, and I'm very that's the part I'm most thankful for them is sort of like accepting me as one of them, because like I said before, like I struggled to get up there sometimes, and I was thinking, am I one of the guys, am I one of the lads, do they like me, they're all much higher level than me. These guys up there, mate, have done this longer than me, and they're fighting for big promotions, and even the ones that aren't on the bigger promotions are still higher level than me.
Yeah.
And then I was questioning myself. I was like, do I belong with them? But they've made me feel like I belong, and it's like, it's elevated me as a person, it's elevated me as a fighter. I'm like, what I've done there, like I wasn't even getting up that much. I was getting up once every week, once every 2 weeks. I've changed things around now. I've moved house, so I don't drive, so I've moved next to the train station, so I can basically just get on the train and go.
Fucking hell, that's dedication.
Yeah. Like, it was a big part of. We needed to move, me and the missus, because we needed a better house. But the location of it, it's like, it's perfect, because it just takes an hour off my journey, because I was having to get to Chester, get to Liverpool, then up to Wigan. So now it's just direct. I go through to Liverpool, and one of the lads picks me up from Liverpool. So it's took a lot of time off the journey, but so I'm going to be up there a lot more going forward now. Like, I'll be up there 2 or 3 days a week. That's the plan, instead of once every week or once every 2 weeks. But yeah, going back to the mental side of it, mate, like just being in the presence of great people like that and how they carry themselves, and it just inspires you, mate. Like, and Tom's dad is one of the best.
He run the gym, Tom's dad.
Yeah. it's a mad thing, because we're not actually in like, you get fight gyms like Next Gen and Manchester Top Team.
Yeah.
We're not under a specific gym. We train in different bits. So when we're sparring, when Tom's in fight camp, we go to Wigan Warriors ground, a rugby team, and they've got a big UFC side cage, and we spar there. And then we go to Fighting for Fitness. Mike Peel, who's Tom's Thai boxing striking coach, brilliant, absolutely brilliant guy. And we go there, and then we go to Evo, which is like where we do a lot of the work. There's a big matted area there. And
with the Gym King symbol on the back.
Yeah, so Gym King have kitted that out for him. Yeah, so like we go up there, we do a lot of work there as well. So we dot around a few different places. But Tom's dad, mate, like, you're just in awe of him when he's speaking. Like, the knowledge that I'm sure he's one of the first black belts in the country.
Is he?
Jiu-jitsu, but the man's knowledge and the way he carries himself as a person, and that's sort of like, he's brought that down to Tom and Joe, and they are so like him. Yeah. And it's just a beautiful thing to see, mate, honestly. I'd
listened to a bit about Tom's dad. Did he quit his job or something just to dedicate his
life to his son, mate?
Yeah.
To his sons, to his kids. He was in a well-paid job. I don't know the full story, like, but yeah, he just knew that Tom was going to go to the
special.
But yeah, every single lad in there, though, like, I can't say enough good words about them, mate. I'll be speaking to them like on a weekly basis. We've got obviously like group chats and stuff, but then like if any of us are feeling a bit low and stuff, I've had messages of support off them and stuff, and it's just a great place to be involved with.
If you could take 3 things away from what you've learned from fighting, I don't want to say fighting, martial arts, call it martial arts.
Yeah.
If you could take 3 things away and put them into your life, what do you think they'd be?
Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Like I said before, like, who cares? Like, it's a stoic thing as well. I haven't got it on actually, but I've got a stoic necklace that says, one day we die. And it's true, and it's not morbid.
Yeah.
So you just got to enjoy everything, mate. So taking away from martial arts, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Enjoy life and do your best. That's the best.
Have you got kids?
No, not yet. We probably do plan on it. I'm 34, Mrs. 29, so
still got time. Got time.
Yeah, I'll probably, I don't know, maybe in a year or 2.
That was the next question. If you have a son or a daughter, it doesn't matter. But if you could teach them one thing from what you know from martial arts and to them growing up, you know, what would that be? Because one thing I've learned, I've got 2 kids. My son's nearly 16. Well, he is 16 now, sorry. Fucking hell, fuck that up. My daughter, 16, mate.
Mad, that.
Yeah, but he's gone from 7 years old to
flowing, yeah,
and it's gone. I mean, literally gone.
They say it goes quick, mate.
And especially because of COVID and the mental issues I've had over the last few years, it's just, I feel like I've missed a lot of his teenage years.
Yeah,
I still see him, still be around him. I see my daughter more because Georgie's 16 now and he's always out with his mates, so he doesn't want to be around his dad and
being a lad.
Yeah, but I feel like there's some valuable things that I've missed and should have taught him. Maybe I probably wasn't present, and I was there, but I probably wasn't present enough mentally to guide him a bit as much as I should. So that's why I'm asking you the question there. If you could, you know, if or when you have kids, what would your sort of message to them be?
I've always thought to myself, if my kids are anything like my missus, they'll be doing all right.
Yeah.
I think they could learn a lot.
If they're anything like you, though, they'd be doing all right as well, mate.
I'm not the best role model for them. I never want to be like... I won't put myself down or I won't hype myself up, but I try and take a lot of good things from different people. And if I can instill what I learn off other people, like the people I'm around in this gym...
And that's where the question comes from, really, something like that.
Yeah, if I could instill that, and then obviously I was brought up really well by my mum and dad, so I'd like to give them that sort of upbringing as well. My dad's worked his arse off all his life for me and my brother, and my dad worked offshore, so my mum was at home with us 4 weeks at a time on her own and raised us dead good. I always say as well, like, because I'm not very academic at all, but my brother is. So hopefully they'll instill some of his like brains, because he's a dead clever lad. He's doing really well in like sales and stuff like that. He's really sort of business adequate of him. But ideally, mate, yeah, if they can grow up anything like my missus has and like got the heart she's got, then they'll be flying, mate. That's what I think, and then hopefully I can instill some wisdom in them. The stuff I learn off people.
One thing I've learned, mate, is I always held a lot of grudges towards my parents for certain things.
Yeah.
But life doesn't come with a fucking guidebook.
Doesn't, mate.
And parenthood doesn't come with a guidebook either.
No.
So where you're saying there, you know, they'd want them to be a lot more like your missus. Maybe so in the loving sense. You know, men aren't always that loving, are we? But you know, you know, we're not bad. We've got a serious part to play as well.
Yeah, I think I'll be able to, like, I don't like giving myself credit. I think
I'm the same,
is, mate,
and men don't. And this is half of the issue, that men are in the predicament we're in at the moment. We don't give ourselves any praise ever.
No.
We don't accept praise. We don't like it. We don't like positivity. We don't like people being nice because you think it's weird.
Yeah.
And it's a strange place, and that's where I was going now. So just talk to 5 minutes on the sort of the state of, you know, masculinity at the moment. At the moment there's a lot of talk about toxic masculinity and stuff like that, and which there may, you know, I've been quite a toxic person at times in my life, but masculinity in general, I think it's a dying breed.
It is. I think if you, like, we used to be like foragers and hunters.
Yeah, hunter-gatherers, yeah.
And I think the world's made us like that, mate. Like, it's just, again, going back to what you said before, I dread to think what it's going to be like in 20 years.
I'm terrified.
But I don't know. I sort of stick to my guns with how I am, and I just try and... The biggest thing for me, mate, is just enjoyment and being happy.
Yeah.
And I think that comes with masculinity as well. I'm quite comfortable, like, to say that I think I am quite a strong man, but then I'm not on certain aspects. Yeah. Like everyone,
you can't be strong in everything that you do.
No. Like I'm. There's a lot of weaknesses to me inside and stuff, and like things that
What drawn you to fighting MMA? So obviously you said you started quite late on, didn't you? I
always enjoyed it as a sport to watch.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get fit. I used to play football when I was in my teens. Weren't great, like, at all. Well, I had a lot of mates that were a lot better than me, but I played for Airbus Academy and stuff, so I weren't like terrible. But I then went through a phase of not having any sort of outlet. I was sort of just a normal lad, going out drinking at weekends and being with
fuck all to do.
Yeah, going on all day and just normal stuff. And then I've dipped in and out of boxing a little bit when I was a kid, but again it was nothing serious. And then I just remember seeing the HFS gym, and I was like, I just want to go down and give it a go because I enjoy it. And I had to lose a lot of weight. I put a picture up of myself a while ago before I started training, and the difference. I've got hair and that then as well. Like, but it was on holiday in Mexico. My mate always says, "You can always crop me out that picture." I was like, I don't even know where the original one is now. I've just got to use that one as a reference. But I just wanted to get fit, and then I got hooked on it. And people always say to you, "Why'd you fight?" and stuff, and I wasn't sure, like, why I fought. But now it's because I enjoy it. I love it. Like, I'm a big football fan.
Yeah.
I'm proper passionate.
Who's your sport?
Chelsea.
Fuck it, United, me.
Well, we're both shit. Yeah. Can't say anything, can we? At least you haven't spent £1 billion on players, though.
Yeah, we're close to it.
Terrible.
It sounds to me, with you, it sounds to me like it's more of a, what's the word? Like an output. To put all your, like you were saying, you go off tangent when you speak and stuff like that. Maybe it's an output for just all your emotion. You know, a lot of people use that, you know, fighting for stuff like that. But
if I didn't have it now, like I said to you before, mate, I wouldn't know what I'd be doing. Like, I'd be going all sorts of directions. I wouldn't be able to handle my thought process.
Yeah.
I'd probably start drinking again every week and trying to mask my head, numb my head. But I'm in love with fighting now. Like, it's my passion.
Yeah.
Like, I love my missus, I love my family, I love my close friends. I love fighting. Like, fighting's sort of where I want my life to be involved in.
Yeah.
So I've said there's only 2 things now I'll do in my life, and that's work in care and fight. Like, that's the only 2 things I'll ever be involved with. I want to help these kids out, and I'll probably I said I'd keep doing that regardless if I got to the UFC. Like, I'd still have some sort of involvement with it if I could. But then I want to fight for a living. That's like my dream. Like, it's my dream to be able to do that full time. Do you know what I mean? I'm in love with it. Like, there's nothing I want to do more.
Sounds like a good plan. The thing is, though, again, it's simple, though, isn't it?
It's simple, but it's tough.
Yeah, it's not. It's not simple.
No,
in the
it's
terms.
it's
easy to do because it's fucking not. It's very hard to do. But
yeah, I understand what you mean.
You've just got a few things that you know that you need. You don't need much else apart from that. And you know that. Sounds like you got a straightforward plan.
I used to, like everyone else, mate. I used to think, right, I want loads of money.
Yeah.
I want money doesn't mean shit to me now. I like it's good to have money because then you're comfortable. You don't have to stress. Money causes stress. But what I've always said, I would love to just do a food shop and not worry about what I'm spending in the supermarket. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like that's wealthy to me.
Yeah.
I don't need like a Ferrari or a Rolex or anything like that. I just need like to do what I love and not get stressed about what I'm spending my money on.
I've said it before, but when my son was born when I was 19, I bought my first house when I was 19.
Did you? Wow.
Yeah, and we had 3-bed terraced house, no carpets. I think I was on about 1,200 quid a month at the time, and my mortgage was 900 quid a month.
Fuck.
And I think I had bed sheets on the windows, curtains, no carpet. And that Christmas that year, I felt really happy. My son had just been born, but I was fucking skint.
Bet you were happy though.
Unbelievable. 2.5 years ago, probably the most money I've ever earned in my life by triple, quadruple. And it was the saddest I've been for a long time.
I was going to say, was that the worst time?
Yeah. I had a 4-bedroom house up Cornist.
Yeah.
Detached, 4-bed detached house, and it was just, life wasn't going the way that I thought it would. And it was tough to take.
Money isn't everything. It's true what they say, it doesn't make you happy.
Really doesn't. Without your happiness, without your own stability, without your own mental health, you know, without you've got and doing what you're doing, you've got to find something. Whether it's the gym, some sort of physical output.
Yeah.
Because if you haven't, I did it for years. You keep it all in, and I've always said it's like you get a bottle of fizzy pop, you shake it and take the lid off. What happens?
Blows.
And then we all do it. We've got to have some form of output, and if you don't, you're just a ticking time bomb.
I still crash now, mate. Like, even though I'm like, I very rarely go out drinking now. I'll probably go out. I could count on one hand how many times a year because I don't enjoy it anymore. It's nice to see my mates doing it and having a little social gathering now, but I get anxious about it now.
Yeah.
But where was I going with this? Oh. Yes, I crashing. Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
I told you my head goes mad trying to think of things. So yeah, I'll have moments. I'll be great, absolutely fine. Nothing's going wrong in my life, but my missus can see.
I'm the same, exactly the same.
And she'll say, she'll always ask me, "Are you all right?" And I'll be like, "Yeah."
My missus does.
And then all of a sudden, I'll be crying my eyes out.
I'm exactly the same, mate.
And then I'll dip low. I won my fight at Wembley, for Wembley for the BKFC. It was probably the best moment fighting wise I've had. 7,000 people there, mate. Wembley Arena, bare knuckle fight. It was massive. I got a contract with them, and I went sky high. And then the Friday after the fight, no reason at all, I was sat on my living room couch, and I just went, I need to go upstairs. I went upstairs, sat on the end of the bed and burst into tears.
I'm the same.
And it happens a few times, mate, and it's just uncontrollable.
It's strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
About 3 weeks ago, I didn't go out the house for 11 days.
Really, yeah.
Didn't go out at all. Don't know why.
Just isolate yourself.
The missus said the same. You okay? And yeah, I'm all right. Next minute, boom, 11 days is gone. You're like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
I think that's it, mate. I've got 3 questions to ask you.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen these on them, but it's No, 2 questions. What's your plans for the next 12 months? Brief, 10-second answer. And then last question is, if you could have 3 people around the dinner table from the past who aren't here no more, who would it be?
Next 12 months, I want to progress the MMA. I've got a new manager, and we want to get 3 or 4 wins on the table, and he said he's going to put me in conversation with the big boys.
Cool.
So that's continue, obviously, building the new house. Well, the new house, we're renting and that, but like adding to the house. Just improving stuff at home and enjoying life, mate, with the missus and friends and family. Dinner table wise, Muhammad Ali. Yeah, absolutely. I just would love to be sat with him in conversation. People that I haven't met, I'll go for. So that my granddad, he died before I was born on my mum's side, and
he'd be one of mine. My granddad's one.
Oh, would he? Yeah. Everyone says I'm like him. That's what all my family are short. Yeah. My mum and dad.
Same as me.
I think my dad's 5'11", 6 foot, but my granddad was 6'6".
Yeah.
So that's where I get me. I think my uncle Peter's quite tall, but I get my height off him. So I'd love to meet him. And you know what? I'll say my nan.
Yeah.
My nan. So I grew up basically with my nan.
I'm I did. Nan and granddad. Yeah.
So I lived with my mum and dad, but my nan, because my nan lived in Wales and I lived in the Outer Hebrides in Scotland, she used to come and spend a year with us at a time. And then we moved down to North Wales when I was 14. My mum was caring for my nan. She had 6 heart attacks, my nan. She had 6 heart attacks, skin cancer, and she beat all that. She's in a wheelchair. And then she passed away in 2019. And I think she had the cancer spread to her stomach, I think, yeah. But she was 92. But fucking hell, I miss her, lad. It's the one person, I spent so much time with her. She was in the house all the time. And
I lived with my mum, but I'd spent most of my time with my nan and granddad's house.
Yeah.
That's it, mate.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Good chat.
Thank you very much for having me, lad.
Nice one, pal.
Nice one.
Job done.
Nice one, Lee. Thank you.
Sound.
Cheers, man.
About 30 seconds left.
That was it.